What is going on, everybody? Welcome to a brand new Thursday Night Outbreak, Show 6 of Wrestle Wars 2, coming from you from Hamilton, Canada. Lots of stuff gonna go on here tonight. We've got the Outbreak 1 team of Sean Sanders, Caleb Crow, and Vipero and Zach Hamilton.
The following contest is an elimination match. On the way to the ring at a combined weight of 480 pounds, the Universal Television Champions, the unrelenting, the Eagle Starman, and the Dark Horse Bannon Boy, the Four Horsemen.
We got the Horsemen with Rowdy, Robbo, Eagle Star, and Bama. Outbreak 6, Brian Youngblood, Hacksaw, Ty, and Johnny C. And Outbreak 7 with Simba, Warhammer, Grady, and Herbie all facing off here tonight, trying to get some points. Lots of storylines to go on, especially now that we're in round 2. But first, let's give the shout-outs. What is going on, William Styles? Welcome to the show. Prime time, Sean Sanders. Welcome.
458 pounds. Italian Stallion, Sean C. And Tyson Mackey.
And of course, you see it right on their shirts, the Bay of Iffy. What is going on, Iffy? Welcome to the show. So yeah, it is kind of crazy, all kinds of things going on with this. When you start looking at some of the different stuff, there's a lot that's on the line here tonight, and there are two teams in particular that are going to really need to score some points. That is the Outbreak 1 team, who is sitting at 11 points and in 7th place right now, and Outbreak 6, which is sitting at 5 points. So you look at the Hacksaw's team, Ty and Johnny C, who are in the game right now. They are in last place. So really needing to step up and get some things done in this one or face elimination. And it's crazy because now it's like every match right now for those two teams especially, and the Horsemen. Look, the Horsemen are also on the bubble, needing to do well here tonight. And then Outbreak 7, Simba, Warhammer, Grady, and Herbie, they're actually sitting in 7th place as round 2 starts. So, yeah, they might have a little bit of breathing room, but they don't have a lot of breathing room. So tonight, these are 4 teams that really are going to see if they're eliminated tonight or if they get to move on into round 3. And this is one of those matchups right here where you're looking at Bama, you're looking at Ty. Look at the size of Ty. And remember, Ty comes from being that soccer guy, and all of a sudden, like, once everything was out in the open, Ty able to move on and do his own thing. Whereas on the flip side, once everything was out in the open, Hacksaw not so much. So we'll see what's going on with that one. But it is interesting that Hacksaw, Ty, Johnny C, and Brian Youngblood all on the same team. Now, the Horsemen have been together for a while, especially when you look at the team of Eagle Star and Bama Boy. Those guys have been tagging a lot. They pretty much know what the other one is going to do when they are in the ring together. And look at the state of that. You talk about the size of them, you're like, oh yeah, look how big Ty is. But takes both of them to get him up, and Bama's like, hey, let me just introduce a chair Like, I know we did a little double team action on you, but let me get you a seat right here. Front row. Guys, while we got the chance, also remember, drop the like, subscribe, turn on the bell notification. At the same time we go live, share the video. Most important thing we can do right now is sharing the video. Get in other people's Discord, share the video. Get onto your Facebook, share the video. Go on to TikTok, share the video. Get on to X. Go ahead and share the video. Instagram. That's a young man's game right there. That's what all the kids are doing. Share the video. I can't tell you how to share it on there, but I'm just saying share the video. You know what I mean? Horsemen right now looking possessed. Looking like a team that wants to move on to the next round. We saw Ty and Johnny kind of get off to a quick start on the Horsemen. I'm like, man, it's going to be a long night for the Horsemen, but Horsemen's starting to come back. But you look at these tag teams. These tag teams really, especially when you start looking at the tag teams that have been around a while, really starting to pull out some new moves. But it looks like Ty right here is finally like, hey, I like your moves. I've watched the grooves, but let's move on with this match. Let's keep the match moving. Nothing to see here. And Eagle Star throws him right on top of that chair that Bama came in and hit him with. So Ty's been getting enough of the chair. You know what I mean? Got enough of it. What is going on, Eagle Star? Welcome to the show. And the next episode is going to be a special episode. So go ahead and be watching out for that. It could happen Monday. It could happen on Monday. So let's plan on Monday it happening. And that will be a very special show. I've got a few things still left to do to it, but it'll be a lot of fun, so come check it out. Sweep the leg, Danielson. Sweep the leg, Mr. Morris. And I'm going to tell you what, Ty, probably not the guy you want unloading on you. You know what I mean? Right now, using the stuff, doing the things, and look at this special ticket buying stuff going on here on a Saturday. Even though it's Thursday Night Outbreak, what is going on, Witcher? Welcome to the show. You know, with that ticket buying right there, that might have just broke our August record. Normally in August, we don't have a lot of tickets being bought. Kids are getting back to school. Things are going on, right? But that might have just broke the August record right there. Talk about smashing the like button, but Witcher just smashed the ticket buying button. Really appreciate that, though. That is, it's the things that help out immensely. You don't even know. And look at this. Like, it's like they know where the chair is. The Horsemen, like, hey, we brought the chair and we know exactly where that chair is at. Are they? Oh my gosh, no. Are they going to do a double team onto the chair? What? And then Bama's like, hey, maybe you haven't hit this chair enough. Goes, tries to roll up the leg, goes for the pin. One. Hope everything is going well for you as well, Witcher. Oh, look at this. It's William's birthday. He'll cry if he wants to. You might have to be almost my age to understand that reference, but, you know. And look at this, Johnny. Brand new haircut, brand new attitude. Taking on the Horseman. Thought he was going to go for a little double team, but taking on the Horseman by himself right now, and that is not a bad idea. Looking at it. And Eagles are known for taking his man to their corner and putting the dukes on him, you know what I mean? The "you know what I mean" reference has been brought to you in part by Chili's Kids. Chili's Kids. Love it when Tote says, "You know what I mean." The problem is I don't even know when I'm saying it. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what's going on when I'm doing the thing. That's what's so funny. Oh. There you go. Then you get the reference. But happy early birthday going out to William Styles. William going to be wrestling here tonight. Remember, this match, all the tag team matches here in round 2 are elimination matches, so there are additional points that can be earned. And then for the first time in our tournament, in the very next match, Vipiro and Zach Hamilton will be facing off against Grady and Herbie. It is absolutely a Wrestle Wars 2 match. But what was that? Bama went to do the flippity-doo-dahs, the zippity-A's. My, oh my. He got a foot right in his face. And Johnny was like, no, not doing it. I know what you're doing. I'm not having it. And there is his finisher, the helicopter 2. And almost eliminated Bama. Eagles, oh, look. Eagles like 2 for the price of 1 right there. I think Johnny got a little excited. I got a little excited when he was doing that. Nice. I'm 50. Mine will be in October. I'll be 51 in October. Oh, there you go. Oh, why not? Why not? Bama said the chair was a bit too much. He was like, hey, look, I brought the chair and you're not whacking me with the chair. I have never seen that move done before. Bama giving the entire crowd the old what for. Going to give it to him again. Oh, Bama, when he backed up, Johnny ended up stepping on his foot and that's what kind of backed him up a little bit. Bama, I don't think meant to do it, but taking advantage of it now. And that's what I thought. Bama looks a little bit dazed. Maybe it was that kendo shot. Might even be bleeding under the mask. I think I'm starting to see a little bit of blood up underneath the mask. Oh, not having it today. You want to talk about some people that are not having it. Johnny C's not having it. Bama's not. The referee apparently is not going to have it. Nice. My wife will be 57 in November. Yeah, she's a cradle robber. If you see Mrs. McGoats, just know she robbed the cradle. It doesn't sound bad now, but I'm just saying I was 12 when she was 18. You know what I mean? What a great... Oh, what are they doing? The referee's counting. Eagle Star's setting up tables. Bama's trying to do some stuff. Is Ty Macklin going to put Bama through the table? Almost put Bama through a table. But now Ty's cut open. I am pretty sure we can see blood coming out from underneath the mask of Bama. And I didn't say it, Witcher sister, welcome to the stream. When you come in buying tickets like that, I get sidetracked, you know what I mean? Look at Johnny. Johnny fighting back. Bama tries to stop it. Johnny fights him again. Johnny's like, hey, get back. I know you're bleeding, bro, but get back in here and do your thing. And look, this could absolutely be the strategy, and you better have a strategy when you're getting in the ring with Bama and Eagle Star, but this could absolutely be the strategy they had going forward. Let Ty get in there and just take as much energy out of the Horseman as humanly possible. Stay in for as long as he can. Not even about winning, not about whatever, but that's what it looks like is going on right now to try to put them in a much better position to win. You can see right now, Ty Macklin, Bama, Eagle Star all a little bit gassed. And look, Ty just absolutely doing everything that he can do. And you think about if they had a strategy like that and things were going on, and they're like, oh yeah, let's do all the things. Let's do that strategy. And then Ty can somehow walk away with getting at least one pin, eliminating one guy. I think they'd be well on their way. But we have watched people's strategies also backfire. So, 6 in one, 97 dozen in the other. Oh, coast to coast with Art Bell right now, but this is coast to coast with Tiberius Macklin. Oh, are you going to... Oh, I thought he was going to get in a double team, but look. Oh, he's calling for it. I don't think that's what he called for. Oh, again! Bama trying to set up the roll tide. That isn't the roll tide, but that is a move that sets it up. And just took another foot to the face. It was like Ty saw what Johnny did and was like, hey, put him in a body bag. There's a lot of Karate Kid references going on right now. And look at that referee, though, getting in the way. Ty not letting it go down. Eagle is probably in a little bit of shock right now, but look, able to get some things turned back around. Tried to block Ty from getting in the tag. And now Johnny is in, and I'm telling you, this could be a thing. 1, 2. And look, Wisely again, look, got the tag, still tired, still worn out. You can tell, you can see the punishment that Eagle Star's body has gone through in this match. But these guys are sticking to the plan. Eagle Star, though, has got to fight back, try to score some points here. Right now, much needed points for Outbreak 6, who is in last place right now. 1, and Johnny coming in. That's why it's good to have your guy in there. I know, can you even believe that? Rapincha, 26, and already retired from one job. Get you some of that. You know what I mean? That's what I needed. Eagle's like, hey, I don't know what I got to do, but I know this chair is going to be helpful. Eagle Star, even though a light heavyweight, we don't see a lot of Eagle flying off. Even though his name is Eagle, you'd think we'd see him flying off the top rope all the time, but we just don't see a lot of it. Man, you want to talk, what a way to start off an episode. And here's what's crazy. This episode might go as long as 3 hours. Heads up. We have got a women's match here tonight. Because again, while we're in Wrestle Wars 2, there's only 2 matches for the women that they could wrestle out of the 9. You know what I mean? So we have got the Outlaw Women's Championship on the line here tonight. 8 women going to be facing off for that. We have got the Women's Intercontinental title belt on the line here tonight. Diamond Santos will be going after Bobby Hart, so stay tuned for that. But Mimi, Miss Jiggles, Rebecca Dawn, T. Jones, Shane, Allison, and Lexi all facing off for that Outlaw Championship. And the Outlaw Championship, most brutal match in the game. Mimi, right now, the current champion. And remember, in those matches, the champion gets no quarter either. Look at the face. I bet you Ty is leaving blood all over the ring right now. Oh, he is. Look. Right where his head was. Bleeding Eagle, though, comes back. Gets 2 points for the Horsemen. And now Johnny C trying to put an end to it and bring home the big points for the Outbreak 7 group. No, Outbreak 6, my bad. But look, Ty absolutely did his job, took the brunt of all that, left the blood, the sweat, and the tears. Literally the blood, though, is left in the ring. Johnny going back to that kendo stick. And setting up for the helicopter. Can he hit him? Helicopter, helicopter. No! Not a third helicopter. Eagle Star says he does not need the frequent flyer miles. And Johnny able to kick out in 2. And now Eagle with the tax in his back, trying to collect that bounty. Right on top of the chair. No way to kick out of that. And I bet you this. I bet you the referee was glad that chair was there so he wasn't smashing his hand into the tax.
Here are your winners, the Dark Horse, Bad Boy, and the unrelenting, the Eagle Starman, the 4 Horsemen.
What a comeback by Eagle Star. You know, and I'm telling you, Frankie Two Fingers is telling you this a lot. If I would have bet money after the tie thing, I'm like, man, everything's working out. Everything is going that way. And I thought they had it.
And is for the Intercontinental Tag Team Championship.
So typically, since Wrestle Wars started, it doesn't line up. Like you look at the Outbreak World Champion, it's Robbo. Well, he's in 4-man matches. We're not gonna put the world title on the line in 4-man matches. You know what I mean? That's a mano y mano, womano y womano type of a deal. So there's not a lot of opportunities necessarily for the men to defend those titles. But tonight, the Intercontinental Champions, and if you guys remember this, American Alpha 2 is also the Universal Tag Team Champions, but these guys putting their title belts on the line tonight. Still, points are on the line and title belts are on the line. Did you? I didn't even see it come through. But hey, thanks for buying the ticket, Prime time out buying the tickets now. They're like, hey, not only do we want to break the record for the month, we want to shatter the record. I'm down. I'm down for shattering some records, you know what I mean? But right now, Vipero and Zach Hamilton trying to put those belts around their waist.
Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 390 pounds, the Snake, Zach Hamilton, and the Snake V. Pedro. And their opponents at a combined weight of 449 pounds, the Intercontinental Tag Team Champions and the Universal World Tag Team Champions, Hedgehog Herbert and Gray DEEP American Alpha.
Another big match, and remember, when we watch some of these matches, it's just something that you start noticing over the course of time, over the course of watching a team wrestle quite a bit. And this might not bode well for the champions when you're facing a team like Vipero and Zach Hamilton. These guys are used to jumping out fast, getting out there quick, and sticking it to you and not letting up. Whereas Grady and Herbie typically go out, they get a very slow start, and then you think they're going to lose, and then they put a monkey stomping on you, and the next thing you know, you're like, what just happened? But if you're fighting against a team that's used to being in control, you can't let it get away from you. And it looks like Grady and Herbie have thought this one through. They're like, they did their homework too, and they're like, hey, we can't get off to this slow start. We got to keep the love bus moving, you know what I mean? Oh, he took the boot upside his head. He took the boot upside his head for sure. Now, the one thing that we do have is two teams that have been doing it for a while together. So we're probably going to be seeing the crazy. We've already seen 3 double team moves and none of them normal. Not like your normal, like, hey, whatever, this is just another double team. Let me punch you in the arm. My buddy's going to hold an arm. Look at what is this? That was a suplex powerbomb off the top rope. Get you some of that. Oh. I don't even know who the legal man is. I thought the legal man was Grady, and maybe it is. I thought Ty Macklin was only leaving blood in one place, but look, when he rolled out, he's got blood over there. He's got blood in the ring. Grady's like, hey, obviously we're not just going to win this by moves alone. Let me bring the tacks in there. I've never seen that happen. Look, a few tacks came out, but that tack bag is still there. But there's still a few tacks out. You can see them. Very, very interesting. Oh, this time we saw it from another angle, right down on those tacks. Oh, Grady kicks out, but then Grady takes some tacks to the stomach. And again, this is one of those things. They can't be sitting there and just taking the whoopings, you know what I mean? They've got what is going on. Wish we could have saw the rest of that, but the cameraman was like, hey, let's get a shot of Herbie up on the top rope. Herbie just said that the night is over. Peace. It's like he's been listening to Frankie Two Finger sign off the air. He knows how it goes. Oh, little mistake right there. But these guys have been doing it a long time. It's not like the first mistake they've ever made. And again, right in the center of the ring, right on the tacks. I'm wondering is anybody going to pick up that tack bag and finish what they started? You know what I mean? Thank you, Prime Time, buying some more tickets. It's funny, I watch Chat Sports and watch these guys, and every time somebody drops a $100 dono, they gave a bang and they're crushing beers, and I'm like, it might be too early to start that. You know what I mean? Crushing beers and stuff. Wow! I bet you Vipero was even like, what is Grady doing? But that's what it's going to take. That's what it's going to be taken to beat the Snake. You know what I mean? You're looking at a Universal World Champion. He has seen a couple things, you know? Nice. I appreciate it, Prime Time. Really appreciate it. What kind of double leg drop was that? I was expecting it to be like your normal leg drop. Instead, 2 boots right across the abdomen. Call that the tummy tuck. And these guys are really trying not to get back involved. Oh, look, he's right on top of the tacks, too. Right on top of the old bag of tacks. 1. Only a 1 count. And I'm kind of with Vipera on that. I'm like, should he jump in? Like, we just don't know. Hamilton able to get out of the ring, but, you know, you land that way on that bag of tacks, and you're like, you don't know. You can tell he's hurt, you know. Still not even out of the ring. Vipero going, doing the Snake stuff. Oh, only a 1 count, though. Referee might not have saw what was going on, but Herbie absolutely knew what was happening. Threw him down, head right into the bag of tacks again. So the bag of tacks definitely playing its role, and Rot Rose Gedios get you a little something. 1, 2. And Vipero able to kick out in 2. Now, we saw that drop kick earlier by Vipero, and normally you're like, oh, that's the snake bite. This is over, but that is not his finisher this year. So, evolving, shedding the skin, and coming up with a new finisher, more of a headbutting maneuver. So if you look at his mask, you can kind of see mask this year set up for it. Still trying to come up with a name. I mean, we had the snake. Oh, flippity-doo-dah, top of the scunion to you. for the show. Buying your tickets for the show. Just another way to show support. All the money, though, goes right back in to the channel. 2 thought they were going to get something right there. It's what other channels call donations. We call it buying tickets for wrestling. And look at the state of what is going on the outside and on the inside. American Alpha 2 starting to assert their dominance. But look, don't know if you guys have watched the Nature Channel. You can't trust the snakes. The snakes can come right back on you. They got no legs and they can move. Like that's freaky. Freaky. Is he going to miss? What? Over Grady and through the woods to the center of the ring, and the tacks they go. Oh, it's whatever you want to do, Eagle Star. Seriously. Whatever you want to do. Typically tickets $1.99. That's usually what the lowest one you can do. Just like becoming a member, you can do $2.99 a month, $2.99 a month, and be a member of the Bark Squad. But yeah, it's whatever you want to do. But yeah, I think the lowest one's $1.99. It's like paying admission to a wrestling match, to a wrestling show, you know what I mean? Or like you're going to a concert. But it's a lot more fun than saying donation, you know what I'm saying? And that's Herbie's finisher. 1, 2. But, guys, and seriously, know this. All the tickets go back into the channel. Everything. We have subscriptions. We've got streaming services. We've got all kinds of stuff. All that money. Own account back into the channel to do stuff. So and I tell you, you know, I even tell other content creators because they're like, oh, how do you do the thing? And I'm like, we have a community that buys tickets. That's how we do it. That's why our shows, I think, are on a upper level. The next level, I think even in most cases, we're about 10 levels above some people, but there's other really, really good shows out there, but you see the good shows, the community buys tickets. I'm just saying, you see the better products, you see the community buying tickets, so always very appreciative, and no way you kick out of that. 1, oh, no way. Look, no way you kick out of it. There's no way. Oh, 1. Kick out in 1 then. Okay. What? If you guys go back and watch the last 15 seconds, you want to talk about a sequence. Absolutely phenomenal sequence. Guys going back and forth, guys doing the things, guys doing all the stuff. You were right, Prime. It did come through. It absolutely came through. Oh, he's like, suck it, and all of them jump into the... Look at how many tacks are all over everybody, too. How is anybody kicking out of any of this? This doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense. Yeah, just throw him back in the tax. You get attack. You get attack. Everybody gets attack. That is what is happening right now. Yeah, try to pin him. He's kick out in 2. Zach Hamilton didn't believe it, but I believe it. I believe he would have kicked out in 2. That's just what I would believe. You know what I mean? Look at Eagle Star. Eagle Star getting into the spirit of the ticket buying. He was like, I didn't even know ticket buying was a thing. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure we absolutely met the goal. I'm pretty sure we did that. Like, if there's one thing we did, it was what Primetime just said. Goal absolutely met. What is he doing? Eagle Star says, Eagle Star. Vipiro says you are not going to get out of it that easy, because realize this, even though it is a championship match, even though points are on the line, if there was a count out on the first elimination, you guys absolutely got your tickets. You're even making up for some lost time, you know what I mean? No, absolutely appreciate it. What is going on? Herbie, welcome to the show. Absolutely good. I said your name like 6 times. I was like, maybe it doesn't work like Beetlejuice anymore. Maybe I could say Herbie 7 times, but apparently 7 times. That will get it. What? I don't understand. Okay. Look at the mind games Grady is playing, though. But I am convinced the first... What's he doing? I was going to say set up. Oh, what? You guys don't know what just happened. Wow. Wow, wow, triple wow. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Let me tell you, if we got time on what just happened. So back up. Grady was going to wait. He was going to wait it out. The match wasn't going the way he wanted. He said, but if I'm going to lose, I'm not going to give up the points. I'm not going to give up the points if I'm going to lose. Vipiro said no way and got out of the ring. Restarted the count. Grady back in. Vipiro then goes to hit him with his finisher. Grady jumps back. The finisher misses him. Grady gets up and then powerbombs Vipiro. Vipiro tries to sneaky pin him. And Grady reverses that pin to get the pin. That was absolutely a sick exchange right there. That might be a short that we see in the future, I'm telling you right now. But yeah, quite the ticket buying today. Witcher with the 100, Prime Time with the 25, and Eagle Star with the 10. Next level stuff right there. Grady trying to end it right now. That's his finisher right on top of the table. Trying to stay out of the tax and does so. But this is why this team is leading right now overall in points.
Intercontinental Tag Team Champions, Hedgehog Herbert
Not looking good right now for Team 1 on the Outbreak brand. But can Sean Sanders turn that around right now?
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from St. Thomas in the Virgin Islands, weighing in at 204 pounds, King Silva!
Nice. I don't even know how the jewels thing works. People are like, man, I sent the jewels, and I'm like, oh. But I don't know how they work. We'll find out, I guess. We'll find out today. I'm going to find out sometime today, hopefully, how that all goes down. Man, nobody even said nothing. I didn't even end the last poll. Let's see what's going on with this one. Let's see if we can get a poll going on with who the winner's going to be on this one. Is it going to be Simba or is it going to be Prime Time? Jamming, we be jamming. Will I be jamming it too? Yeah, that's why I'm an announcer, Frankie Two Fingers. That's why we do announcing. You don't hear us on the radio. Now, we didn't know this about Prime Time, but he has been wrestling injured.
From Queens, New York, weighing in at 259 pounds, Prime Time, Sean Sanders!
But that's the kind of guy he is. He's been wrestling injured, hasn't said anything about it, didn't make any excuses, hasn't done anything of the sort. Will that turn around tonight? And look, Wrestle Wars, good place to get it turned around. But right here, you can almost put it on this match. Prime Time has got to win this match. If they are going to keep their team in this match, Prime Time has got to beat Simba here in this match tonight. And it would be even better if he made him tap out. Would be even better if he made him tap out. I'm excited. I've been putting up this podcast thing for a minute now. I really want to sit there and go through and explain, and it's going to take a podcast to do it, but explain in more detail the Hall of Legends, how you get in, who is in right now. We have inducted one class in right now, but how you do that, how that all works out. So nice. I didn't know you were drumming, you know what I mean? But this is going to be an interesting match. You look at Simba, who is a cruiserweight. Prime Time is a heavyweight on the low end, and look, Prime Time already bleeding. You got to watch King Simba, you know what I'm saying? Simba's been doing it for a long time, so he's got the sneaky stuff. But when you look at, God, that is a lot of blood coming down Prime Time. Again, Prime Time has been wrestling injured. Is that why he's already bleeding? We don't know. But Prime Time, even though like heavyweight, you can see some powerful moves and you can also see some very athletic moves. So there's a reason why they call him Prime Time. Sean Sanders. What was that? Simba doing the Simba things. King of the jungle. Oh! That was my best Tarzan impression I could muster on short notice, you know what I mean? Without the lemon water, without warming up. It's 100% Frankie Two Fingers. Hooks the leg, 1. And only a 1 count. Man. Simba's fast, though. You got to watch out for Simba. He has got some moves. He has got some grooves. Prime Time has got to get his timing locked in. Oh, well, I guess you don't need timing when you do the old butt buster right there, right to the old solar plexus. 2. Wow! Sean Sanders is like, give me the win right now. What is going on? And now doing all the things, trying to keep Simba grounded. Simba picks him up, back down, hooks the leg. 1, 2. Wowzers. That was 1 97th 100ths. Oh, is he going to try to do it? The King's Arrow, he hits it. This might be it. 1, 2. Hey, that's not called for. The referee twice smacking Sean Sanders right in the face.
Here is your winner, King Silva.
I'm telling you what, when Sean Sanders is not injured anymore, like if you could do that against Simba being injured, it's going to be on. It is going to be on for sure. Now, this is another one.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 230 pounds, the real deal, Brian Youngblood.
Yeah, I'm telling you, though, Primetime, you see what you just did with Simba right there, and Simba's tough, obviously, tough guy to beat, but you did that injured. Just think about what it's going to be when you come off your injury. It's going to be something. Now, what's crazy, though, when you look at Outbreak 7, Warhammer really... Like Grady and Simba chipped in. Yes, Grady and Herbie chipped in. Simba chipped in. Yeah, but Warhammer really carried him. Right now, we haven't even seen Warhammer until this match, and they've already got 18 points.
From Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 306 pounds, the Enforcer, Rowdy Hunt.
And look, the one thing that we know about anything else, and above all else, this is the worst town Rowdy has ever been to. Yeah, these referees aren't catching things like that tonight for some reason. Like, there's been a couple other, like, questionable things where I'm like, like in the last match, you saw the referee getting in the way, doing the thing. So, yeah, very questionable. So, right now, Brian Youngblood, like, it's on him right now. Again, his team in last place. The Horsemen doing very well tonight. Can Rowdy keep it going? Or will Brian Youngblood get things moving in his direction? Rowdy is like, what are you doing back there? Slap me in the back of the head and call me Peter. What are you doing? Both of these guys, big boys, though, going back and forth. Rowdy, yeah, does have a slight size advantage, but I think when you're that big, it doesn't even matter at that point. Oh, Brian's like, hey, hit me. Nope, not going to do it. Wouldn't be prudent. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. And already a 2 count on Rowdy. I'm telling you right now, like, there are some teams and trying to get them to slow down a bit. And a 2 count going back the other way. No. No way. One of the things that I'm like really, really excited about, when I see stuff like that, I can write it down, we're going to fix it. The crazy thing is, every year it's hard to get everything dialed in over and over and over and over. Like over 100 wrestlers. I know I build more wrestlers than any other content creator that runs a show out there. We've got over 100 wrestlers right now. Most of them I've made. 95% of them I've made. It's not easy. Most other people, they can download, they can tweak, they do whatever, but they download somebody else's characters. It's not, and really not what we did this year. So I'm a little bit excited about the fact I have zero plans to buy 2K27. People think I'm kidding. I am not kidding. But what that's going to mean for the show right now, 2K26, very stable game. If it can stay stable, just think about the tweaks and how good we can dial everybody in, and we can just keep the shows going. We don't have to stop for anything. We just keep running with it. Now, for next year, it's going to suck for some people because I'm not going to have the game to make their characters. Their characters will live in the TCW, yes. So, I don't know. It's going to be interesting for sure. And maybe 2K26 at the end of the year becomes an unstable mess and locks us out again, and I've got to buy 27. I don't know, but I just telling you, I've got zero plans right now to buy it. If you were going to watch a big man go up top to the top rope, that would be the kind of move you'd expect. You know what I mean? Like a diving forearm of some sort. Brian Youngblood really wanting to prove himself here in the TCW again. One of the guys on a short contract. So wanting to prove himself. Does he have a future in the TCW past Wrestle Wars 2? Hey, you're in a really good... Oh, look at this again! Oh, I don't know if a big man would want to do that. Regardless, you come down on your own knees. Like, that's an owie. That is an owie. What? What?
Here is your winner, the real deal, Brian Youngblood.
That is only the second tap out in Wrestle Wars 2. Taps out Rowdy, and I'm going to tell you, I didn't even see it coming. Didn't even see it coming. But that's exactly what their team needs if they're going to stay in. That is exactly what their team needed right there. That bumps them up 13 points. So, yeah, still in like they were in last place when this whole thing started with 5. So they've got a long way to go, a lot of points to make up. But that is one way to get there. They got a long way to go and a short time to get there. They're going to do what they say can't be done. Smokey and the Bandit.
The following contest is a fatal 4-way Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 232 pounds, Sam Hacksaw.
I'm going to tell you something interesting about this. Like, you look at, we didn't know at the time, but Sam Hacksaw's got a guy stalking him. And it's kind of jacking with his head, and he doesn't know what's going on, and he doesn't know which way is up, and the stalker is getting the best of him over and over and over. Then the stalker comes out, and he's like, it's me. I'm doing it. They have a fight. Hacksaw comes out on top. The stalker then actually stays in the TCW, and it's almost like both guys have this weight lifted off their shoulder for like a day, and then Hacksaw all of a sudden, even more pressure goes on, and he kind of starts turning to the dark side.
And his opponents, first, representing the Four Horsemen from Blackpool, England, weighing in at 220 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion and the Super Extreme Champion, Rob O.
But kind of goes to the dark side. Now you got Ty Macklin out doing things like living his best life. And then you got Sam Hacksaw. All of a sudden, now he's covering himself up. I've even heard him only refer to himself as Hacksaw. Not as Sam Hacksaw, just Hacksaw. So something to keep an eye on. This is another crazy thing. You look, the Outbreak World Champion, Robbo, the leader of the Four Horsemen, then decides to kind of screw over the Horsemen, signs a WWE contract, leaves the TCW, only lasts for about 6 months, doesn't have a lot of success over there, comes back, and then hasn't had a lot of success here. Losing match after match after match after match. When he left, remember, he lost to Hogan, and it looked like he almost gave up the title. Just handed him the title and walked out the door as a last, like, screw you type of a move. Then he comes back. The Horsemen do not welcome him back with open arms. They try to let him earn it a few times, and he fails.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 320 pounds, Warhammer!
But fails over and over and over. And this has been going on for like a season and a half, and not just any season. Season 6, the 100-episode season. It happens in that season. So, and then stops trying to get back with the Horsemen. Then the Horsemen kind of invite him back in. Now all of a sudden, not leading the Horsemen, Rowdy's the leader of the Horsemen, but now wins the Outbreak Championship. Hardest championship to win, to be fair, and then wins the Outbreak World Champion, once again becoming a world champion. So, absolutely crazy. So, that's the first two guys walking in. Now you look, William Styles, again, a guy on a short contract, only here for Wrestle Wars. But he makes his debut in a 30-man Battle Royal.
The land of the rising sun, weighing in at 238 pounds, the Ninja Caleb Cruz.
And he comes in and breaks a TCW record for the most eliminations, technically 6.5, but eliminated 7 wrestlers. Didn't win it, but eliminated 7 wrestlers, and that's absolutely phenomenal. Most by far, I think before that, 4 was the record. Eliminate 7 wrestlers. He's in this match, and then a guy we don't know a lot about. We've seen him wrestle very little, but here he is again, coming back for Wrestle Wars. On the side of Sean Sanders, Vipero, and Zach Hamilton, they invite in Caleb Crow. Caleb Crow hasn't seen a lot of success, but if there was going to be a match that you were like, hey, I think I deserve to be in the TCW, it's got to be this one. Look at the guys that are in this match. There are 3. You got up-and-comer guy right here. You have the established veteran who has won an MVP and Wrestler of the Year before in Robbo. You have Hacksaw, who's gone through a lot of stuff, won the Intercontinental title belt multiple times. So quite the match to get going on. So remember, this match counts for 10 points. So this is a big match to win. Submissions, 4 points apiece. Pins, 2 points apiece. Ducks William Styles, jumps over missile drop kick to Caleb Crow. Sam Hacksaw's like, I saw that, not impressed. Like Shania Twain said, that don't impress me much. What is going on, Matt Storm? Welcome to the show. Matt Storm, the current SSU World Champion over on the Solo Season Universe. If you guys aren't checking out what's going on over there, make sure you go over there and do it. That is the link to the show. But World Champion over there, Matt Storm's been a World Champion here, currently a part of the TWO, but there's been some things that have made you wonder. Almost like the Randy Savage of the NWO, Matt Storm of the TWO. Man, there are some things that are going downtown. Caleb Crow, probably the smartest wrestler in this match right now, saying, let these 2 guys fight William Styles for a minute. Let me go build a bridge over here. Let me put my engineering degree to use and build a ladder bridge. Robbo's finally like, I see what you're doing, buddy. I like it. Let me get out here and do it too. One, two. Caleb Crow had to fight his way back into the ring. Oh. Robbo might have wrote a song about something, but nobody wanted to listen to it. They're like, this is a music-free zone. Oh, and you knew it was just a matter of time. Double T move right there. Hacksaw going down, picking the peaches. Caleb Crow going up top, knocking loose the cherries from the cherry tree. This is why I need another person on the show, sitting in the room with me, running things, you know what I mean? I've even had the idea, there's a way to do the YouTube ad breaks, and I was going to do it like the official where I insert the ad breaks, but I don't know how to stop the show in time. And then I wouldn't know when it came back technically. Oh, look at Hacksaw. He's like, whatever. Let me get in. And look, we didn't even talk about this. You want to do something? You want to prove a point that maybe, yeah, you've won. Oh, through the ladder they go. But you want to prove a point, like, yeah, you won multiple Intercontinental title belts. Yeah, you got some shots at the heavyweight title. Haven't won them yet. You want another shot at it? Be the guy that pins Robbo. Be that guy. That will probably get management's attention in the back. You know what I mean? Caleb Crow is using as much of the... Look. Oh! Oh! And then Warhammer saves him. 1, 2. Caleb Crow looked like he was going after Warhammer. And I think that's Warhammer's finisher. But Hacksaw finds a way to kick out. Caleb Crow delivering the goods, bringing in the goodie bag. And I'm going to tell you what, I wasn't early on in this match all that impressed with Caleb Crow, but what he's been doing in the last 2 minutes has been quite impressive. Oh, is he? Is somebody going to go through a table? That's, no. Robbo's like, not today, people, not today. But they will land on top of the, Caleb's like, I am determined to get this table thing working, one way or the other. And Caleb Crow's been doing a phenomenal job of keeping Warhammer down. If you were going to beat Warhammer, you want to keep him on the ground. Don't let Warhammer get on his feet. Don't let him do it. Yeah, why not? Why not let it fly? Speaking of flying, oh, he missed and got a bunch of attacks in him for his troubles. Oh. Yes, yes. I'd like a, the old ouchie burger with a side of owie sauce. To go, please. Robbo's like, you're not throwing me in these things. Oh, Caleb, Robbo reversed. Caleb tried the reversal. Uh-oh, right in. I don't think Caleb Crow gets up from this. If he pins him, he put his finisher on him right on the chair. Then again, the referee, 4 and 7 years later, gets a 2 count. That would have been a 14 count on Caleb Crow. Oh, look at this. Warhammer's like, you don't. Oh! Warhammer submitted. Hacksaw. Robbo then pins Crow. And then there were 2. And look, you're in the ring with a multi-time world champion, a guy who carried the Horsemen for a bit, led the Horsemen, and carried the Universal World Championship, now carrying the Outbreak World Champion. But then Warhammer's just another kind of athlete, you know what I mean? Just a different kind of a competitor. But you want to talk about getting somebody to submit to your will. That is what Warhammer did. It was like he was pissed off that Hacksaw put him in those thumbtacks so many times and said, fine, I'm going to submit you. I'm going to make you tap out for doing it. On the thumbtacks. Get you some of that. Little yum yum, get you some. Speaking of getting you some, Robbo's trying to do the things right now. I don't know that I want to take Warhammer to the outside of the ring. Like, yeah, I get it. Horsemen, they do things on the outside of the ring. Splits Warhammer open, though, with that big knee. Don't think that's why he wanted to bring him out, or maybe it was. Maybe it was. Oh. Although he threw him over the top of all the thumbtacks. Could you imagine Warhammer putting Robbo on the ladder and then going, taking him through the ladder? One. Only a one. Really? All of this has gone on all match long and only a one count? Why is Robbo the world champion? Let me see. Let me scratch the hair on my chin and see if I can't figure it out. Let me see. Oh, and Warhammer's like, look, I'll do what it takes. And still a one count. Both guys got about 47,000 tacks on him. Warhammer's going to try to do it again. Can he get Robbo to submit in the thumbtacks? Robbo fights through it, but Robbo obviously split open as well. Thumbtacks everywhere. Kendo sticks, trash cans, thumbtacks, oh my. And Robbo was going for his finisher. Instead, gets a huge slam. That might be it. 1, 2. I feel like anytime the referee's going to start smacking you in the head, that might be it. Look at the absolute carnage all over that ring. Tables, ladders. What is he don't don't do that. Oh, that you don't get up from that. 1, 2, and 3. That is all elementary, my dear Watson. After you get a Warhammer put down on you.
Here is your winner, Warhammer!
So one thing we know for sure, is Wally is here in the TCW. No, one thing we know for sure is Outbreak 7 is moving on to the next round, regardless of anything that goes on. Tonight alone, they had 26 points in their first one. And guys, this might be the favorite to win the whole thing. This could be the absolute favorite to win it all.
Scheduled for one fall, and is for the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
Little better this time. Little better. But you look at Simba, Grady, Herbie, and Warhammer. They scored 26 points last time, and already tonight, after the 4 main matches, they are already at 34 points tonight. Just alone. That's not even the 26 they scored before. This could be the team to beat. Like, we could be watching the team to beat. The Outbreak brand, like, on the Meltdown side, I feel like it's team number 1 of the TWO. I feel like that might be the team to beat over there. Over here, this could be the team to beat on this side. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, I'm going to tell you what. You want to talk about hanging out, do what Warhammer's doing. Warhammer could be the world champion here before too long. Like, he is doing things that are just absolutely amazing. You gotta believe, Frankie Two Fingers believes it, but you gotta believe management in the back has got to be like, yeah, we got to get this guy signed to a contract. That guy's like a one-man wrecking crew. Bobby Hart, though, putting the women's Intercontinental title belt on the line here tonight. Just won it, as a matter of fact. Just won it from Awesome Christina, and now already putting this title belt back on the line. But this is one of those women's...
The challenger from Staten Island, New York, the Diamond Santos. And her opponent from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, the Women's Intercontinental Champion, Bobby Hart.
But this is one of those titles, it has only been around since episode 24 of season 7. So Phoenix winning it, defending it 3 times, setting the record. Rebecca Dawn then beating her, winning it twice. Miss Jiggles, Angela Starr, Awesome Christina, and now Bobby Hart. So it hasn't been around for a long time. Can Diamond Santos add her name to the list? Or will Bobby Hart make her another one of the victims? And already both women wanting to show like a little technical prowess. Now this does not fit into Diamond Santos' fighting style. You look at her, kind of that Chicago style street fighter. And then Bobby Hart coming from the dungeon of Sue Hart. Father Bret Hart, you know what I mean? So more of the technical style wrestler, so probably not the fight. Like, if I was Bobby Hart, I wouldn't want to stand in the center of the ring with Diamond Santos and be exchanging punches. Like, that's not her style. If I was Diamond Santos, I wouldn't, on the reverse part of that, stand in the center of the ring and try to get technical with Bobby Hart. So, look, she's showing you right now. She wants to sit there and throw the fisticuffs. Bobby's like, okay, got it. Message received. Try to use, look, buckled the knees right there. Try to use the momentum of Diamond Santos against her, but was just a little bit off on the timing. Diamond Santos taking advantage of that and then buckling Bobby Hart's knees. So Diamond trying to get that Intercontinental title belt around her waist here tonight. Very excited for this match. Very excited for the next match as well. It will be interesting to see what happens in this next match. And two, I don't know if you guys noticed, but when you go back later, we did slightly change our startup screen. So go back, check out why we're waiting for the live event to start. Just go back and check that out. That is kind of a preview of what is coming up in the next episode, tribute episode. So, like I said, as early as Monday, I think Monday will be that tribute episode. Really looking forward to it. I have a few things I'm still trying to get done. I've been working on it. Not quite done yet, so I did need the time to do it, but a couple things I've got to get done for it, so should be interesting. Bobby Hart now starting to make her comeback. Diamond Santos kind of controlling a little bit of what's going on, but now Bobby Hart setting up for it. Oh, practicing right now for Wrestle Wars, using her dad's finisher, the sharpshooter. Will Diamond Santos tap out? Referee right on top, making sure no shenanigans, making sure she can see if there's going to be a rope break. Bobby Hart now taking it up top, and a huge leg drop from up top. Hooks the leg again. 1, 2, 3, and Bobby Hart trying to bring stability to the Intercontinental Women's Championship.
Here is your winner, and still Women's Intercontinental Champion, Bobby Hart.
Oh, Bobby Hart, though, look.
The rules of the match are as follows. 2 superstars will start in the ring. At regular intervals, a new superstar enters the match. Elimination can occur anywhere in the arena. The match continues until one superstar remains, and that superstar will be declared the winner. From Columbia, South Carolina, the Hammer T. Jones. And from Boston, Massachusetts, the Universal Women's Hardcore Champion, Doc Van Nakalehi. your Extreme Champion, Rebecca Dawn. Here are your winners, the Dark Horse, Bad and Boy, and the Unrelenting, the Eagle Starman, the Four Horsemen.
Well, if you ever wanted to be a real estate agent, you see sometimes why Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't. Like, there's things that happen, and sometimes you can't wait. Like, I thought I did everything I could do, but I apparently did not. So, anyway, quite crazy. I do see the Horsemen out there doing their thing. Winning the last one. Oh, look at that. Rowdy just trying to say, hey, look. Look, I know you're part of the things, but goes out, gets Robbo eliminated right away. Yeah, this is how you can't keep up with things. I'm just going to have to watch it later. Let's see who wins this. But it's almost like Brian Youngblood has taken a page out of Warhammer's book and said, oh, this is how you eliminate a bunch of guys and eliminate them, like, really quick. I can't even write that fast, so... But yeah, I did see, like, I was still trying to watch and do the things, but we did see quite a few things go on. But I can't believe Vanessa won, right? Vanessa won the Outlaw Women's title. Oh, Warhammer's like, you might have been watching how I do things, but this is how I do them for real. And right now, if I was Rowdy and Simba, I would stop fighting amongst ourselves, and I would be fighting Warhammer. I'd be like, how do we get Warhammer out of this thing? Like, Warhammer's the most dangerous guy out there right now. How do we get Warhammer gone? Oh, here we go. Little Rowdy's redemption right there. Warhammer, though, climbing to the end. But again, look. I know they're both sitting there and they're both doing stuff. And I don't think Simba, like, you're not going to get Rowdy out like that. There ain't no way. Too big. You even look at the height of it. Oh, is Warhammer going to help out, though? Could Warhammer be helping them? Yeah, see, Rowdy's like, you're too little to be trying to eliminate me that way. Like, there's other ways you could eliminate them, but that's not one of them. Warhammer's like, oh, Simba really getting on top of it, really doing the things. No, stop trying to grab him like that. No way Simba's going to eliminate either one of those guys by trying to throw them over the top rope. He is going to have to use his body weight, do some kind of crazy shenanigans to get one of those guys out that way. Not that way, but, like, he's got to stop trying that way. Oh, Warhammer, though, trying to get to Simba just to let him know. Yeah, not going to happen. See, Simba knew. At least Simba knew that wasn't going to happen, not that way. It's going to have to be like a chuck, like right here. Oh, not fast enough. And Simba should have been fast enough to get that done. But yeah, this isn't going to work. Even Rowdy's like, what are you doing? Boy, Warhammer is just doing the stuff. You know what I mean? I'm telling you right now, if Rowdy and Simba could get on the same page, they might actually be able to be... Look, Rowdy just hit him with 2 fists of fury. Warhammer's like, nope, not going to do it. Wouldn't be prudent. Yeah, not going to happen. Look, he can barely pick his leg up. Look, Rowdy's tall enough. He's just like... See, Warhammer should run over and knock them both out right now. Run out. Both of them knocked out. But yeah. That's what happens.
Has been eliminated.
That is exactly what happens. Simba's the next to go out. Warhammer is big enough to eliminate Simba like that. I don't even think I've ever remembered seeing... Yeah, look. I don't even think I've ever remembered seeing people get eliminated like that. But then you look at a cruiserweight and a big boy. Like, that's how you're going out.
Here is your winner, Warhammer.
Well, that thing started out fast and furious, but it slowed down quite a bit right there at the end. Now, guys, sorry about not being able to call 2 of the matches here tonight. Absolutely, guys did a phenomenal job. Breaking records, doing the things. But yeah, sometimes real life duty calls. So you guys got to witness some of that in real time. But now I got to get ready to get all that stuff, get that going on the back end. But at least we got it in, like able to get through show 6. I'm going to have to go back and rewatch it to record exactly what happened. But let's look at the news real quick. Oh, Rebecca Dawn won the Outlaw Championship. Okay. Ed Cardozo cleared by medical staff. So kind of got lucky there that he wasn't wrestling tonight. Robbo cleared by the medical staff. Still waiting on Sean Sanders to get his clearance from the medical staff. But yeah, that is going to do it for that. But very important, you are going to see right here, this is not the match card. We will make the match card, but the Show of Immortals. It is going to be a long one. You can see right there. All the matches. That's not the card. We'll make the card, but still all the matches, 14 matches gonna go on in kind of a tribute. Not to just Sid B, but also out to somebody else. So make sure you join us for that one. That is going to be a very special event. That one, I'm going to let the phone do its thing. We're not answering the phone for that one unless it's Mrs. McGoats. But definitely come back, join us for that. That show should be going on Monday. I will be able to tell you probably by the end of today if we can do Monday or not, because that phone call might have just tied up the Monday as well. So we'll have to wait and see on that. But guys, just remember when you're out there in the world, we're not going to get into the whole thing. Just be kind to one another. Be the bigger person. Show people what it's like to be a leader. Be a leader in your community. Also, because we did hit a crazy number today on ticket sales, we will have a special edition podcast go on, and we're going to sit down and talk about a lot of things. We probably won't have it before our Hall of Immortals tribute show, but after the show, we will have the next thing that'll happen will be that podcast, and we are going to go over the Hall of Legends, how you get in, how you do all that stuff. We're going to really get into the TCW universe. So appreciate everything you guys did, everything you guys do, and we will catch all of you in the next one. Peace.